All right. Hello, everybody. Pocho Podcast once again. Got some funny stuff today. UAK God posted this. Liga MX English has 24 hours to respond. Let's check.
I'm only going to speak on behalf of Mexicans. But if you don't know Spanish, I'm not calling you Mexican. And you are not a true Mexican. I don't care if you tell me, oh, just because I don't speak Spanish doesn't take away from who I am. Or just because I don't know Spanish doesn't mean I'm not Mexican. You're not Mexican if you don't know Spanish. Point blank, period. Why? Because you don't take the little bit of time. And I'm talking about outside of school. Because I know how school works. I know book Spanish is totally different from real life Spanish. But if you were truly Mexican the way you say you are, tomarías el tiempo de aprender el lenguaje.
All right, so he's ranting. He's going crazy. If you don't know Spanish, you're not a real Mexican. Now, the interesting part is this: the Liga MX English hashtag was brought up. But I would say that the majority of Liga MX English people are soccer fans and love Mexican soccer. So in that, to even love Mexican soccer, you have to speak some bit of Spanish. So the majority of Liga MX English is probably not offended by this tweet. But the mere fact that Liga MX English exists is to pander, is to accommodate the pocho who doesn't speak Spanish so that they can have English language content, or the gringo, which plenty there there's some gringos out there. We have Eugene, we have Nate Aborrea, we have other people who enjoy the English content as Americans. And then I don't know of any Mexican or quote Mexican who doesn't speak Spanish but follows Liga MX English. So interesting comments from this guy. Let's see what else he has to say.
And if you want to get all pressed because I tell you that and I call you out for not being Mexican because you can't take the littlest bit of time to learn the main thing that connects our people together, which is our language, then that's your problem. If you're mad tight for that shit, then go learn Spanish. It's as simple as that. I don't care, and I'm going to sit here every single day.
So check this out. If you learn Spanish, like if you're a pocho and you don't know Spanish, you're not a Mexican. But if all of a sudden you go to school and you learn a bit of Spanish, or you read up and you watch some instructions and stuff, some classes, what do you all of a sudden convert into a Mexican?
Reminding you how you're not Mexican because you can't take the littlest time to connect with your own people through the language we speak. And I'm mad and I'm furious porque al final del día si yo te digo que no eres mexicano es porque no eres.
Hilarious, because he says he's mad and he's furious. So that's pretty hilarious. And we got some good responses here. Albert Perez, of course, he agrees. He's sort of like, if you gotta learn Spanish, which is, that's one point, but to be saying that you're not a Mexican because you don't know Spanish, that's a different point, which he didn't actually say. Francisco says he agrees, can't stand Mexican Americans who can't speak Spanish. That's many times worse than someone who can't speak English in the United States. It's not that hard. Go and learn it. So if you're a Mexican American, once again, you're not a Mexican. But if you open a book and learn Spanish all of a sudden, bam, you're Mexican. Sort of funny, right? He's mad and he's furious. And then making fun of the haircut, which that is pretty. Like, check this out right here. Like, what is this? Like, it's one of those, like, cut really short right here, or is that like the dye that stained the skin or something? That haircut.
I'm only gonna speak on behalf.
So that's pretty funny. We got a Mexican dude who speaks Spanish, but also English, and is calling out all of you English-speaking, non-Spanish-speaking brown people, I guess, or of Mexican heritage. You're American. UAK God, I don't know where he was born, or any other of these guys who were not born in Mexico. They're pretty much American. I'm an American, you're an American, we're all American. We all speak English here in Liga MX ENG. Everyone in Liga MX ENG is most likely American. Even if you were born in Mexico, you come across this to the border and you're in the United States maybe when you were like a little kid, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and then you've lived in the United States for 20, 15, 30 years, however long it is, you're pretty much American, dude. You're a gringo. You go to Mexico, where are you from? United States? Oh, you're a gringo. You can say, "Oh, where are you from?" From Jalisco. "Oh, really? What neighborhood do you live in?" "Oh, actually, I live in the United States." "Oh, you're a gringo." So this dude has a point. But many do speak Spanish in Liga MXENG, so they're going to be comforted and not offended by this guy. But the mere video of this tweet should offend the mere hashtag or invention of the hashtag Liga MXENG, which has been called out previous times for plenty of instances. Liga MXENG has been called out for this ENG aspect of it, which is pretty hilarious, but it's sort of pushed aside because of the whole we need to provide a platform for Liga MX coverage of Spanish of Mexican soccer for those guys who don't speak Spanish. There's a lot of Americans. We need to go international. We need to bring the content to other worldly or global audience. We need to bring it into their language. We need to accommodate for their English language. They don't know Spanish, pobrecitos. Let's give some content for them. Also because, there's no real niche, there's no real market in there, so bam, all these podcasts can pop in. It's the first podcast of, Leon, Club Leon, or this is the first podcast of the Cantina or the Footmex, or it's the first, the originators of talking about Liga MX in English. We need our own channel all of a sudden because there is no channel. Maybe we can bust into the market and get our chance. So I'm going off on a tangent, but this is the epitome, the essence of Pocho culture. Are you a real Mexican if you do not do certain things or check off certain boxes in your Mexican Pocho culture? Thank you for joining. This was a hilarious one. We'll see you guys next time.